What is up, family? Thank you so much for stopping by once again. Please make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Make sure to do everything necessary to get the thing rolling and rolling and rolling. I'm not even going to lie to you. I'm not even going to freaking pretend like I'm not trading this market right now, team. I am literally 96x leveraged on a short position and 150% up. You don't even know what's happening in the markets right now. My bro, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You guys, if you are playing Bitcoin, or anything related to that, that thing is absolutely tearing the downside right now, team. This is absolutely freaking ridiculous. There are bombs going off. There's everything going off. Options, what do you have to tell us about what's happening in the market right now, my dude? What do you think is up?
Pure chaos.
Large
explosions have been reported in Iran, Iraq, and Syria. They're confirming all the information now.
Oh my goodness.
Massive explosions. It's all over the news.
Guys, we are literally experiencing some historical times in the markets right now. Take a look at BTC taking a massive dump. You guys, and Philly, what do you mean? Philly just said this. Look, check it out. Actually, I was texting CoinFox just a little bit ago, and I actually told him, dude, I don't have a single put for tomorrow, and I messed up. I started messing up yesterday when I said that I was going to have the August 22nd puts and not close them, and I messed up and I closed them anyway. That's just how it goes, man. Sometimes that's how it freaking goes, man. But look at this. Look at this. Look at how this is moving right now, team. Look at BTC take this major fall right now. This is 100% historic. Let's just see if we can continue this downside here, right? Because I am... yeah, my position is still up and it's still rolling, and I definitely don't see this thing slowing down. Bitcoin, I'm actually trading Bitcoin directly. I'm not trading anything else. I'm literally trading Bitcoin itself, and the position is over. Yeah, I'm still 110% up on that position, 96x levered, and this thing could continue to the downside here. I'm observing a potential 59,600 Bitcoin coming up. And if you are observing the S&P 500 or NAS futures, let's go ahead and take a look at those two, right? So here is, let's see, NAS futures right now, yeah, they're down. Oh, sorry, that's the QQQ. Here we go. This is the NAS futures right here, team. Damn, my goodness in heaven, this thing is actually dumping out super hard. And this is already looking, oh man, guys, yeah, this is going to move. The markets are definitely not declining right now. My position is still up 121% and going. If you are short the market, or if you are holding puts for tomorrow, you may actually open heavily in the money, and you may actually capitalize on a big exchange here, you guys. So please make sure to the only problem here is with holding the options contracts is that you have overnight exposure, so you may not be able to actually get anything. I'm sorry. You're not going to be able to move any risk during the next freaking 12 hours. My goodness. So what the heck? CoinFox is literally texting me right now. Like, what are you doing over there texting me?
MicroStrat. I did enter into some puts with MicroStrat, so I have a few of those that I'm holding overnight.
Oh, dude. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
going to be great.
Check out the 24-hour market on MSTR. Please let me know what that valuation is. Do you know? Do you have a way to check that by any chance?
Check
what? The 24-hour market valuation on MSTR.
Yeah, it's 1,115. It's down 93 points, 8% almost after hours.
Oh my goodness, guys. Oh my!
Massive gainer.
Yeah, that's guys. We're experiencing some massive downside here, and what can we follow up with? Hold on, just a moment, team. I'm going to see if I can share with you some of this, some of the happenings right now. This is 100% insane. I cannot believe what's happening, guys. So please be very careful over what's happening here, because tomorrow I don't know how we're going to react to this, but we are literally seeing that it's official, right? Israel retaliates against Iran. It's official. I can't believe it, man. Wow. This
Wow.
is
Yeah. It's, I think it's the market's going to open up tomorrow, obviously gap down, obviously, but I think it's going to continue down as soon as the bell opens.
oh my goodness. Okay, so you know what? I want to catch a little bit over what's happening, right? So I'm going to try to put a link up here for us and see and just kind of browse by some of the news, right? So let's kind of see that
What
now.
happened last weekend not only was surprising that it was coming directly from Iran and no longer the proxies, but just the sheer size of the attack. What we have here tonight appears to be much more targeted. The volume of actual firepower seems to be lower, but we don't know, we don't fully understand the actual impact. We don't know what they targeted. We don't know what the outcome might be if there are any casualties. So it could still be a sizable response based on that impact. I'm just really more talking about the volume of firepower that we have so far, what we know happened tonight.
Understood. I've talked to people who have said, are we on the precipice of World War III? Do you think that questions like that, comments like that are hyperbole, or do you feel like we're inching closer to that reality?
I mean, look, history teaches us that small little miscommunication, small tit for tat can result in world war. That's what World War I was.
World War III.
So it's not hyperbole to be concerned about that. I do think it's important for us to learn from history so that as we're discussing this and discussing, possible off ramps, I think that's most people's goal is how do we off ramp from this escalatory violence that we're seeing. It's not to say that we don't need to hold the line. I think there's an argument, and perhaps this is where Israel is coming from, that when you have Iran disrupt kind of 40 years of this is our MO.
Wait, dude. So if you're saying what does that mean for us? What does that mean for the U.S.?
If they did, Iran's going to respond with a nuke, and at that time, the U.S. will get pulled into it because we have that agreement to protect them.
Oh, damn.
So we'll be involved in this too, and so yeah.
Guys, if you are, just to give you a heads up, my position is up 158% short at the coin on a 96x lever. Dude, it is currently sitting. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and just take profit right now and reload at 150% gain. Looking pretty good right now. OG. Let's go ahead and take a look at the markets, my brother, because we're full of opportunities here. Retracement is happening on Bitcoin. We could be observing a little bit of a pullback right now. If you are trading crypto assets right now, I need you to be very careful with the way you trade. Because you're gonna have to know the macro pivots here. If you've ever traded earnings plays or opening range breakout plays, this is more or less the kind of volatility that you get, but it's a little more extreme, right? It's just a little more on the side of the extremities here. So if you are playing the volatility, know your pivots, know exactly where things may actually return to, right? Price action is going to be absolute key here. So I'm waiting for the price action on Bitcoin to return to 60,839.44 on spot price action. This is going to be Bitcoin against the US dollar on Coinbase. And I'm going to go ahead and open a short position right at that point. And I'm going to see if I can go ahead and get another 150 to 160% runner on the market. Are you guys, are any of you playing short on BTC here live with me, team, ARCa Bulls trading team?
Oh yeah, I've been shorting every bounce since 64,000.
Okay.
I told you guys, get ready.
Yeah,
it only went up $100 more.
So guys, this is
somebody already knew.
Yeah.
Somebody knew those orders were there this morning.
And just to kind of highlight something that we spoke of last night, we were talking about a particular situation that was happening within Meta, right? So we just to kind of put it out there or remind you guys, we were speaking of Meta on a bi-daily or daily time frame. But take a look at this now, right? I think it was it the daily?
Netflix?
Netflix. You're right. So let's go ahead and pull up NFLX, and I'm going to show you guys something, right? Here we go. So this area here was what we were highlighting just yesterday. What is that? Let me pull it up. This is the second biggest contraction iteration that Meta has faced throughout its entire trading history on the bi-daily chart. The second largest event. The first one, I think Meta made like a 100-point move to the upside in a total signal. But from the validation of the signal to the invalidation of the critical side of the opposing critical side of volatility, it made a 40% run by itself. So it actually pulled back just a little bit from there, and then it continued further and further and further up. So guys, what we were saying just yesterday is that Netflix could have been giving us a signal, and we spoke about it last night here with the team. We looked at this as literally said it just like that. We were talking about this being one of the biggest iterations that we've had in contraction with a massive downside pivot. Something big was about to happen, and we had noticed it from last night. Guys, we were already ahead of the curve. We definitely ended up getting some mad positions today in the broader markets. We definitely capitalized on the short side of the spectrum yet again today. So I have to remind you, team, please go ahead and join the ARCa Bulls trading team whenever you can, so that you are in the know as to how to make sure to make actionable executions here. Okay, team, love it. I love it. And I'm still waiting for coin. Where's that price on BTC? I'm sorry, I'm not actually looking at it right now. 60,001. What did I say I was waiting for? 60,003.
Tell me you guys are fucking trading.
Oh, I just closed a 160% gainer on that short, baby. Where are you at? One good trade?
Oh, I'm whipping it.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. That's how it is, my brother.
Yeah.
Same here, dude. Look at that execution, my brother. I absolutely love it, man. I absolutely love it. But yes, I was actually just telling the people about the signal that we received yesterday from Netflix. One good trade. I was looking at one of the biggest contraction iterations here historically on a bi-daily chart with a downside pivot on stochastics. We were literally looking at this yesterday, saying like, dude, something's about to happen. Like, this is about to collapse. And today we get this news. Today we get this incredible fall, and Bitcoin is completely dropping. What are you trading? Are you trading futures?
I'm trading NQ.
You're trading the NQ, right? So we were observing that just a little bit ago too.
Do you guys hear this?
Say that again, brother. You broke out just a little bit.
Yeah.
Who was talking?
That's my last shot.
Oh, okay. Oh man.
I'm looking for a bounce back up to S3.
Your S3, is that somewhere around 17.3?
You are the market.
One good trade. You are the market, my brother.
S3 will be 17.336.
If you're looking at it as, I'm a 5-minute time frame giving you 17.322 to about 17.336 exactly. That's your gap. That would be my position short too. I'm waiting for the bounce on Bitcoin right now. I'm trading Bitcoin directly on spot price action, and let me just go ahead and highlight this for the NQ here. That would be our massive entry right there for a great position short. And NQ would give you a nice dip here. You can see the structure already kind of happening here, right? If we do get that little bit of a double top, incredible area as a supply zone, right? The immediate short-term time frame supply. Look at that. Look at this volume, right? We're increasing here in the post hours. Incredible price action right now. Guys, let me give a quick look at BTC.
Did you see oil?
No, I didn't. You checking WTI or which one?
Oh, it's got to be rocketing right now.
Which one?
CL.
Let's go take a look at it. Crude oil. Let me do the
and gold. What are you guys trading? Get away from that Bitcoin. Look at CL. Look at GL. Look at NQ, MNQ, MES. Look at that. Trade those. That's what's fucking active right now. What's going to happen is Japan's down 3% and it's going to fucking listen. I don't know if it's going to stop, but we're in for a rude awakening tomorrow morning until they can fucking figure out what's going on.
Yeah,
brothers,
I'm looking at pictures right now of all the yeah, looks
All right,
pretty bad.
I'm gonna bounce. I'll speak to you in a little. I'm going back.
hey, just in case, dude, just in case, tell him CoinFox, tell him that Bitcoin, if he's trading that, it's down $4,000. So, I mean, this thing is literally ripped to the downside.
He ain't trading Bitcoin.
He's not. He could totally trade it though on Bitcoin. See, you know what? Let's take a look at Bitcoin CME and see how that's reacting right now against the attack right now. So let's see. We're gonna do BTC futures.
We had 52,000.
Whoa, dude, we were talking about that potential 52, 50K.
52,000 for a fucking month.
Bro, look at this thing. Dude, guys.
It's over, guys.
Yeah. Here's this. This is Bitcoin futures right now breaking a critical support that's down at 61,225 CME. This is due for another This is due for another probably 1,000 points drop here on the futures contracts. This is completely bearish, and it feels like it's going to continue dropping here, team. I'm waiting for a potential entry on BTC short. I'm going to see if, guys, so what I'm doing here, team, by the way, this is the way that we're actually trading live in the ARCa Bulls trading team, except that I'm doing it live here with you today. So I want you to just kind of hear how that lingo happens as we execute the trades and we go. So I know we got critical news, right? The freaking, world at war over here, right? So, but it doesn't mean that I'm going to just hold the position. I'm scalping every single drop that it has here, and I'm waiting for a macro pullback. I want to see if I can get that 60,000. If we're, you know what? Let me switch over the chart here so that I can see the Coinbase.
You may not get it.
Dude, I know. I'm feeling like if I can, you know what? Let me look at a local.
You may not get it.
Here we go. 60,353. That may happen. I don't know, dude. 63.3. Let's see. 60,140.
I'm watching 60,300. If it gets above that, 800 maybe.
Okay, so check this out. Lower bound of the first standard deviation multiplier upside. You're getting a 60,329 read on the data cells here, so we may be able to catch that. So we're at 60,136. I'm noticing that this 150, 160 area is acting kind of like a strong resistance. Every time we reach that 150, 160, it tends to reject. I wonder, you know what? That's got to be this candle here. The daily candle from, that's February 29th, 2024. That has a low. Let's see the OHLC here. 60,355. That's way too much. It's got to be within the 5-minute time frame or maybe within the hourly. So let me go ahead and pull that up and see what we have here for continuation to the downside. Yeah, check it out. That is kind of your double bottom pivot here on the hourly time frame. It's just at a support right now, right? If we're speaking short, it is also just a short position resistance down here, right? So we gotta wait to bounce support here from the entry at short, dude. It may be. I don't think we can get all the way up there, man. You're probably right. But here at 60,191, we have a pivot right here at 60,265. Let's see.
Based on the fact that we don't know.
This is the hourly time frame. Let me get some moving averages up and see how we're doing.
More planes involved in these causing these explosions.
Price action rejecting from that top end, dude. That's got to be one of the ones. Let's see if we can get a let's see if we can get a back test on that, and then consider risk on to the short. Let's see. Every major moving average on the hourly time frame is just way too far away. I'm wondering here if we're going to consolidate for a little bit to allow some of the moving averages to kind of catch up and see if we can gain short position here and then rip another downside. Another test of this bottom side of 59,584. That could be an inflection break, and we could see a nice little slide down, possibly another 1,000-point move here. So heads up. And let's see, Erasmo, how you doing, brother? Reynoso is saying that gold is surging. Philly saying shorts, let's see, almost added a put before end of day 2. Oh, my goodness, man. And Philly also saying, we could potentially pull a Russia versus Ukraine where we gapped down and went green end of day. See, that was, I kind of speculated on that too. I'm not sure if that's going to be the case here because what we're talking about actually, options, can you correct me if I'm wrong? Is Israel an ally of ours?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so the fact that they retaliated, that naturally makes us involved. Yeah.
Well, and so if they're retaliating, we said that we would not respond or we would not help them retaliate. But Iran said they're going to respond with a nuclear weapon if their nuclear sites are attacked. So if they respond with a nuke, then the United States will get pulled into a wider conflict.
Oh, dude.
I mean, if they respond with a nuke, I think it's safe to say that's the beginning of World War III for sure.
What the hell? Wow,
So
this is really a big
You gotta
issue.
let it digest, guys. You gotta
This is
let
what we've been waiting for.
Listen, you gotta let it digest. You gotta let it digest. It ain't like Iran's gonna attack tomorrow. Just
So
everybody
Iran
relax.
did say that they are going to respond immediately this time. This is what they said.
Yeah, well, we'll see about that.
I had
Whoa.
a guy one time tell me he was going to kill me. And you know what? I'm still talking to you right now. So relax.
Yeah,
Okay? Let's take a chill pill, everybody.
listen, this is the
Relax.
catalyst that we needed to pull the market down. Okay?
Yeah, this is that
The market
macro
was way
catalyst.
too bullish. We needed a catalyst to pull it back.
Agreed.
I mean, I'm not saying we can't keep dropping, but we can't get ahead of ourselves.
All right, so
Yep.
I was thinking now
It's
if
OPEX tomorrow. It's OPEX tomorrow. So the puts are obviously getting paid. for
oh
the
yeah,
third week in a
puts
row.
are going
Let's
to
just
print
go
big
there.
time,
Okay,
big
so,
time prints.
Yeah, they're going to print heavy.
If we're talking about the Qs here, we have
who knows?
we have a local inflection point located at 421.63. That means that if we break that inflection on the Nasdaq, we're going to get a serious sharp decline here, right? We have a 419.06 at the one spot 618, but I got to be honest with you, man. I am looking for a target of around 416, 413, right around there on the Qs. So this could, I mean, this is absolutely monstrous here, and this is, like CoinFox said, this is the catalyst that kind of was needed here to make the markets get out of that froth land that it's been sitting on. So let's go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin here, because it is leading in a continuation to that downside. But guys, I'm still rejecting off of that $60,001 or $60,200 level. And I'm noticing here also that the hourly time frame is down to about 22 minutes here. So we may need the closing basis of that 22 of that hourly, right, in order for us to get the continuation to the downside. But I got to tell you something. Bitcoin has a daily average true range of around $3,795, right? So we've already kind of exercised that $4,000 move. It doesn't mean that it can't continue the downside, because right now, you guys, this is outside of parameters. We're doing strictly discretionary trading at this point, and we may be able to capitalize on some more on the short. Lil AR15 in the chat on YouTube is saying the QQQ is at 415 right now. There we go. So I had a target of around 416.17. I spoke about it yesterday, and it did come down. LPB saying, I can't believe we hit the This guy always tries to trick me with the words. I love you, LPB. Good to see you, my brother. So Mr. Reynoso, what's up, man? Costco down 1.4. Yeah, that's one spot, 41% overnight. You know what? We're going to be able to take a look at the after hours, the 24-hour market. Let's see how that's looking right now with some of these bigger tickers, right? So we just got the news that the Qs are sitting at $415. Massive decline here, team. So let's go ahead and pull up some of this data here and see what's up. Oh my goodness, dude. Wow. That, man, talk about, if anyone has calls for tomorrow, my goodness, bro. This was, you know what? We were noticing that there could potentially be a multi-day ripper on Meta and Nvidia. That's got to be over by now. So let's take a look at Nvidia's current price action here, because guys, remember, Nvidia is a heavyweight. We may be able to lead the markets based on these higher evaluated tickers. Yeah, it's sitting at NVDA. Where are you at? Okay, Nvidia. Here you are. You're sitting at. Damn, it's 28 points down right now, sitting at 818.50. That's a.
Oh, it's dead.
Yeah. Oh man, 818. I'm gonna tell you this. Check this out. Nvidia falling beneath this. It's probably going to highlight here. Yeah. Sorry about that. I know that I have a lot of crap. You know what? Let's just go ahead and reset this chart entirely. There we go. Easy peasy, right? This was one of your inflection points, right around here. And we were looking at this like, you know what, breaking below this level, we could be in serious trouble here. So NVIDIA has now fallen beneath 822.82 and is currently sitting at 818.50. That has converted its macro inflection into a freaking resistance, guys. You're looking at this chop zone completely over, and you may be experiencing here a little bit of a head and shoulders formation even still. And I got to tell you something, even in the 8-hour time frame, you had kind of a descending, broadening wedge here, and this is one of the first that I'm seeing realize a downside instead of its natural upside direction, dude. This is a very rare thing that I've noticed here within the NVIDIA asset, right? So something like this is that formation. I'm going to go ahead and draw it here so that you guys kind of know what I'm observing, right? So this is that bottom regression line. So that means that if price action continues to the downside, there could be further macro lower targets that we can be observing. Let's speculate here. If NVIDIA really does that, check this out, team. Remember, just so you know, look at the capitalization on this company. This is a big market mover. 2.12 trillion market cap. Okay, this is going to move the entire market. I'm talking small caps alike. Everything, guys. Everything is going to be a big capitulation. Okay, careful. So let's just speculate here. If we were to break down from this point of the broadening wedge, this could be the measured move right here. This is how you do it, right? You put it right at that point, right under it, right around here. So that's giving you a bottom side target of around $686. A little extreme right now. Yes, I would love to get below, first of all, I would love to get below this target here of 770 in order for us to get the drop all the way down to that 746. But am I talking for real here? Am I really talking about a 150 point move, NVIDIA? Sure. It's possible. Anything's possible in the market. Yep. We can definitely get something this insane, guys. Okay, so let's take a quick inverse fib. Right, range high to range low here, weekly range. So if we do, it looks like you're getting some of the numbers that we spoke of already with a 2-spot 272 Fibonacci retracement 725. That marks off this inflection box here. Okay, we want to get over that. There's also a very interesting gap here on the 6-hour time frame. Right in here. So if you're looking at this gap and you're looking at your fib levels, you're getting close again to that 2-spot 272 retracement. Now, I spoke about breaking this level in order for us to get down to lower targets, right? This level included. Now, I'm sorry, I know I skipped this one right here, but look at that. Your 774.50, 1-spot 618 golden mean, perfectly set to the bottom side of the price action right there. Guys, this is going to be insane. Yeah, as soon as we start breaking below this 774, we're gonna start seeing some real big red candles over here. So let's go ahead and keep up with Bitcoin. Let's see what's going on, because I really want to see if we can get short this asset and benefit from the run. So 60,220, we're getting closer to that target that I spoke about. I'm not sure if we're gonna get it all the way, right? But it's good. It's good for us to, at least use for practice, right? I mean, I am running aggressive shorts here. So the target that I'm really looking for, I guess, if I can keep it tighter, would be 60,265, and that would be the confluence here between this opening and closing bases of these two candles. Guys, let's go ahead and just let's keep up with the markets here and see what's going on in the news. Right, I want to also see that. Just a sec. Here we go.
Fight and Thomas Armbars Sims. All
right, nothing just yet. They're in commercials right now. We'll go ahead and tune back to see what else could be happening. So guys, let's go ahead and take a look at the NASDAQ futures and see how we're moving there. All right. So here's another decline. It is starting yet again. If you are looking at, you know what? I'm sorry. Here it is. Where's the NQ? I thought I was in the NQ here. Let's go and type in that right in here. Where we at? CME. There you are. Okay, cool. So let's pull this up. Oof. Okay. We're potentially at a resistance. I know that we have to be flexing within that 17,275 of the NASDAQ futures here. If we do get a continuation to the upside, that would be a mathematical upside back to the 17,323 to around 17,337.5. That maybe. right? Your 5-minute time frame is showing you that you have an EMA 20 located right at around 17.3. So do we have anything around 17.3, maybe as a 30-minute or a 15-minute time frame? Actually, we do. It's a little bit of space. Look at the 15-minute time frame here, right? Top of the wick here. That's your 17.282. That's going to be a short-term support, right? Short-term resistance, right? Get a quick little pullback, yep, right there, and then you continue on to that upside. Little bit of a resistance there. Continuation to this top side. You'll be able to get a nice short here. So let's see how BTC is reacting against that price action. Yeah, there we go. 17,275 now. I think dude, if I didn't know any better, I think we're going to go up to 1768. Sorry, so 60,008. Holy crap. So, Senor Pennington telling us that the Hang Seng Tech Index falls 3%. Guys, oh my goodness. So, Mr. Reynoso telling us sell everything. NVIDIA right now at 818.50. Guys, this is absolutely ripping the downside. I cannot believe what we're looking at here. This is very much pertinent, right? That was the logo that we used for the video today, for the live stream. My goodness, man. The short the bounds, boy. All right, so let me take a look at the news again. Let's see what we're dealing with. UFC is still at their thing right there. You know what? That stream may have ended here. I want to see if we can catch any more of the current news, right? Let's see. There we go. There, got it. I got a link right over here, team. Let's go ahead and get this thing up and see what's up. Let me go to the properties. I'm going to add the link into the browser here. And let's see. Okay, so let's follow up.
Families who've seen their earnings and their savings completely dry up because the Lebanese pound crashed. And so this is just yet another chapter in this ongoing crisis for Lebanon. But they are powerless. This country is powerless to stop Hezbollah because it is the most powerful force here, both militarily and politically. And if Hezbollah decides to take Lebanon to war, that is exactly what happens. And as Matt says there, even if it's not in the best interest of this country, or Hezbollah for that matter, it'll happen in order to project strength. Hezbollah knows that Israel is an enormous adversary, that it would be really up against it if it decided to open another front. But there was a lot of speculation that is exactly what Hezbollah would want to do whilst Israel was engaged in the fight in Gaza. On October 8th, Hezbollah launched a number of attacks into Israel. There's a real sense that immediately Israel would be under attack from both sides, from both Hamas in Gaza and also from the north, from here in Lebanon. And ever since, the border war has been bubbling. It's been getting more and more serious. There are more fighters, more Lebanese Hezbollah fighters that have been killed since October 7th fighting Israel on the border than were in 2006 when there was a month-long war between Israel and Lebanon, a formal war between Hezbollah and Israel.
Let's see this one here.
Are in fact verified. So while we're waiting to hear from that, what we can anticipate is that we need to find out, did these target military installations? Did they target economic commerce facilities? Are they nuclear sites? None of this is clear yet. And I think the next 24 hours will reveal a lot about what Israel was intending to target and whether it was successful. And then that will tell us what the possible response from Iran could be.
So it's the overnight hours, or I should say it's really the early morning hours in Tel Aviv in the Middle East right now. This live image on our screen is coming from Tel Aviv. So, and again, we're working under the assumption that this could be some sort of Israeli response. What has Israel said this week about its response? Has it given us any indicator as to what this would look like?
The only indicator it gave was that a response would be forthcoming and that it would be enough to send a message to Iran that it had crossed the line by launching direct strikes into Israel.
There we go.
The scale or the scope remained unknown, and that was by design. Again, whether it would be targeted assassination of senior Iranian officials in Iran or elsewhere, whether it would be strikes against Iran's nuclear facilities or other military installations, and or the use of cyber attacks to cripple Iran's infrastructure or other resources in some way. That much Israel had said all of these options are on the table. So we could anticipate that one or more of those options from that menu of responses would have been utilized.
Whoa. Okay. All right, damn. I didn't know it was going to be that serious, dude. Options, you were completely in the money there with what you were saying regarding the retaliation. Holy crap! It may be immediate. I mean, how immediate? It like is immediate. Like what does that mean?
That's what they said. They said that they would respond back immediately and they wouldn't wait 12 days.
That they would not wait 12 days. You say?
Correct.
Oh, dude. Wow.
So normal
That's because
response.
Ramadan's over.
Like here in America, we have the DRB, which is the Deployment Readiness Brigade. We respond anywhere in the world within 24 hours. So who knows what their response time is, but I'm sure it's similar to something like ours.
Yeah, dude. Wow. So CoinFox, I'm not sure if you're observing the price right now.
Do it in the daytime?
Would they do it in the daytime?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Day or night doesn't matter. Obviously, night would be better because you have the darkness of the night. But hey, we may not
I
get
think they attacked Israel in time, didn't they?
What's that?
This one? They do it on the weekend.
You're just a little robot-y, CoinFox.
I was just saying.
Yeah, see, the cell phone towers in Illinois are already going. Sell everything.
What? Damn! Oh, dude, that's a scary notion. Up quickly, CoinFox. Take a look at the price action on BTC. We're at 60,437. If I'm telling you, if I don't know better, we may get that top side of around 60,008.
Yeah, it's going back to VWAP.
Is that VWAP? Let me see. 61,002 right now.
Yeah, 60. Yeah, somewhere around there, you know.
Let's see, 60. What do we have around that? 60,008. 60,006 is 60,006 is the lower. Yeah, that's your lower one standard deviation. That could be honestly, that may be one of the zones here too. It's like right around here. There is a resistance, so I would honestly pair it with 60,008. Maybe a short term scalp at that point. I don't think I could. Oh, the prior bar low. That's the 60,006. I see.
I don't think we need to even play it. I mean, you do whatever, but let it all digest. The news came out. We took a big shit. The market found a little bit of footing here. You know, let's see what they're gonna do, right? This could just slow down a little bit.
Yeah, agreed.
Let it digest.
And you know what? We have 7 minutes.
If you get a fat bounce into a key level, hey, cool, you know. But let the 1 hour close, the 4 hour opens in another hour. Usually you get an explosive move off of that too. So
you got the hour to close in about 6 minutes, 59 seconds. And this candle here shows a little bit of a reversal signal, right? So we could be experiencing a potential upside even still. We were just noticing that VWAP here was located at around 61,002. So that may actually be another area to consider, which is otherwise this bar's top. So as soon as the next bar prints is going to be your prior bar top at around 61,002. There may be something to observe there. So as of now, I am completely risk off. And I want to see if we can maybe just kind of hold things off a bit. So guys, you know what? What was the? I asked you this the last time, Coin. I'm sorry about that, but what is the Russell futures again? Was it the
RUT?
RUT. Okay. Let me take a look at that here. RUT.
Oh man, those XSs are up big.
Oh, I bet. You know what? Hold on.
I'm still holding that shit. I think they're going to 60.
Wow. So I think we can do. Hold on. The IWM. That's the one I usually use. The IUT.
Okay, so do you see that in the chat? What Pennington just wrote?
Oh, sorry. Let's see. So Senor Pennington saying, what is the IRGC? Okay, so Iran IRGC states that Iran will target Israeli nuclear sites with counterattack. Wow.
So that means that Israel targeted their nuclear sites.
We're targeting their nuclear sites.
They're even successful.
Iran does exactly what they say.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean they're going to be successful.
Oh.
True. but it's just it's
Oh, the sell the news.
Israel has a lot more missile defense.
Oh,
yeah,
it's going to create chaos.
I agree. Let it go.
What did Iran do the other day when they fired the bombs at Israel? What happened? What kind of damage did they do?
On the markets?
No, Iran, when they fired a shitload of bombs at Israel, what happened?
Yeah, but I get it. Nothing penetrated, but
you guys are getting a little too.
I think Options is talking about. I think Options is not talking about the damage out there. I think he's talking about sell the news for the trade.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
What they're saying is, if a bunch of groups or other countries gang up on Israel, then we might be forced to get involved. That's not tonight. That's not tomorrow morning. That's what they're saying.
Yeah.
The United States knew this was coming.
They planned it.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Oh, geez.
So that something does happen.
There's your election stopper in 2 months, 3 months, 6 months.
Oh, delayed out of nowhere. The elections would be delayed.
We're out of especially if it escalates as time moves on. Look Russia's been going on for 2 years. I mean, it's been going on for 15 years, but the last 2 years, Russia's been at war with Ukraine, right? So
right. Look at this.
This can drag on.
Check this out. John Alvarez just came on YouTube and said that Robinhood's suspending 24-hour trading.
Pile on short tomorrow. We're limit down.
Oh, dude, Joe H saying ARCa just got home from visiting family in Pennsylvania. My house was broken into, a ton of irreplaceable items stolen along with the safe. I'm devastated. Joe H, what?
What?
Dude, are you dude, what the hell? Like is it someone you think someone you know maybe? Somebody must have been watching you, dude. That feels like it was that feels like somebody was watching you close.
It seems to me like
Joe H don't sound like the type of guy who would put out his business on Facebook or any of that.
No way. No way. He's super quiet, dude. He's very reserved.
But he lives in a very nice area.
Yeah, he does. Which makes me believe that somebody was following him.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. That sucks.
Joe H, I'm so sorry to hear that, my brother. Really, really feel for you, bro. Please reach out to me, email. Yeah, I'm going to pass you my phone number. We can talk, brother. Anything you need, please let me know.
And look how we were able to do it.
And then dude, I know nothing I say or whatever is gonna replace any of your items there, buddy, but I'm here for you, dude. So you let me know, okay? We can talk. Smokescreen is saying TPET doesn't have options. That was what was TPET again? Somebody mentioned TPET the other day. I don't really.
That was one of those curves.
Oh, okay. Joe H, no problem, brother. No reason to mention it, dude. Oh, TPET, HUBC, one of those.
Israel hit not just Iran; they hit Iran full of shit in Syria and other spots.
Oh, yeah. Wow!
Israel don't mess around, you guys. They're pretty
mess around with kids.
They're badass dog.
Oh no, Joe H, you're saying you wish you could get your 4 ledgers back? Hold on. You're talking about cold storage? You had your USB cold storage in the safes? 4 of them.
Yeah, I've got
and they broke in and they took it.
Do you expect, because we have been on the air for the better part of an hour now, and I
know I got a little bit of a delay inside of the YouTube stream here.
Some stuff going on.
So guys, I have
TV down. Who's got the TV on?
Yeah. Oh.
You need more than a few hours if you are planning.
Oh, right. Gotcha. So, damn it, dude. He confirmed that. Yes, that's the case. Guys, sorry. I actually went long here just about a minute ago, down at 60,841. The position is now up 50%, and I'm going for this long position here. I think there could be local resistance found right at about 61,693, and I almost bet that it may want to reach that top side of the moving average, but I'm finger heavy here, right? Just in case there is any type of pullback. So like this one here, right? I'm just gonna go ahead and take that gain and hopefully break the high again, and then get long on the breakout play. So guys, you know, this is ridiculous price action right now. It's almost like trivial to trade this kind of market here, you know. But please, if you are going to trade, do not over leverage and do not bet more than you're willing to lose, because you can definitely get your ass handed to here, man. Big time trouble. Right? Here we go.
Rippy.
I did it right at the break of the resistance here, so I'm holding. Still looking at that potential top side of 61,773 here. I'm gonna get stopped out. Oh, nice. I'm probably gonna end up taking a little bit of a profit here soon if it continues to act that way. I'm barely in the green here, so let's see if we can continue that price action to the upside. Where I'm scalping the market here, team. So I want to just be able to capitalize on this volatility, and then, you know, as soon as it starts dying off, then kind of call it a day and be okay, right? So if I can get up there to 61,007, if it could do it right, that'll be a nice little scalp there again. We still have the EMA 9 located at around 62,100. Not sure if it's going to be able to get all the way up to there. There's a little pressure here. About to get stopped out right now. Not stopped yet. Oh my goodness, dude. What the heck is going on? Let's take it, man.
Well, there's a lot of craziness going on the book right now, back and forth.
It feels like a dead cat almost.
Got cleared out both sides. Well, they got cleared out both ways, you know.
Oh, I see. Gotcha.
Everything got to reload.
I just got stopped out right here. And probably good that it did get stopped out at that point.
Yeah.
You know, because it feels like it's now creating a new low here with the hourly candle, and that feels like it's going to want to knock that red wick down and continue to a lower support, which is okay. You know, it's okay. It's just part of the range, right?
Yeah, look for the 1 hour candle open.
Yeah,
61.
That's going to be the 61,363 potential risk. Let's see if we can get that. Come on, man. Let's get it. Let me look to the left here. Sorry, buddy. You sounded like C3PO. Say that again.
Oh, sorry. I've got book map running on my phone and charts and exchange.
Who's your service provider? Your cell phone service provider? Bookmap?
Bookmap?
Verizon.
You sounded like R2D2, brother. Sorry, man.
I have no reception here.
Sorry about that, brother. Okay. So yeah, guys, I'm waiting for a potential risk on here. It feels like I'm not gonna get it all the way to the top end here. I'm not gonna chase it. We could bounce around this area too. Okay, I'm waiting. I'm just gonna wait, brother. I'm not gonna chase it at this point. I'm gonna be I'm
looking to go bounce.
I'm looking to short. I'm not in anything yet. I was trying to see if we can get back up to 61.3, but it's feeling like the volatility is getting a little tighter and tighter. Huh?
We might. It's slowing down a little bit.
Right? It's a little. Well, what I mean is a little safer to play it at the slower rate.
Oh yeah.
Here it is, right? Here it is. If there's going to be anything here, I could potentially open up small risk, right? So let's see if we can get it. All right, I'm 6% up. 10% up now. Let's go. Don't retrace like that, man. No, that was short.
There you go. Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna get. No, I didn't get stopped. Not yet.
Oh.
I'm just 3% up at the current moment. So I'm probably I'm feeling a little weary over this right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Just sit tight.
Yeah, man.
You're way over leveraged. That's
dude,
the problem.
I'm at 60. I'm at 60x now. I definitely did slow it down.
Oh, goofy.
Dude.
Oh shit.
Come on, man.
Here, it's dangerous here anyway.
Yeah,
you
I'm out.
Reclaim 60,000. You reclaim 61,000.
I'm out with a 1.5% stop. Like I'm not gonna take it.
When the market opens tomorrow, we'll get more volatility.
Oh, completely agreed. I'm not messing around. I'm not gonna take any huge loss on this. It's gonna be tiny cuts, and I don't care.
Scalpy.
Yep. I'm really looking to scalp the range, and that's
20 to 30%. That's it.
If we can get those little scalper runs like that, even a 12% or 13 could actually do it too. But I shorted that break in again. So I'm gonna just go ahead and take this 14% gainer right now. I'm out of the market. I just took 14% one more time. Oh, bro, Sebastian Lim saying for SPY and Tesla gains tomorrow, dude. What? I love you, buddy. So then I may have to owe you some cash if you don't get that. If you don't get that run, buddy. That would be awesome if you did, though, man. That would be the greatest thing.
Hey, I got a question. Is Robinhood the only broker that does 24-hour trading, or
no? I think Swim has that ability too.
Webull probably does too.
24-hour? I don't think I've seen it.
Okay.
I mean, Webull's a ship broker too, so I would think they would have it.
The 24-hour the 24-hour trading is only certain tickers that they allow for 24 hours.
Sure. Yeah, but there's not every broker does 24-hour trading though.
No.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Well, that makes a lot of sense.
But, so Robinhood just turned it off. Actually,
did they say why?
No, because actually I was because for instance Rivian is a ticket that's trade 24 hours, and when I went to go sell, the sign popped up. All 24-hour trading is temporarily discontinued until tomorrow.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay.
I see. So, but yeah, man.
So in other words, we'll take your money, but we won't let you make any money.
I was asking someone yesterday if they had seen who's providing the 24-hour trading, and it was somebody said it was Thinkorswim. I don't know who it was, but somebody did mention it to me, and I was like, oh, okay, all right, well, now I know.
Hello. How's it going, man?
Alpha Trader, my brother, how are you doing in the markets? Are you trading it?
Hey, man, how are you, man? How are you? Hope you guys are killing it, crushing it in the market, man. Man, have you seen the market reacting right now? I'm crazy, man.
Dude, I have already taken a 160% scalp, a 20% or a 14% on BTC drops. Are you trading futures at all?
Crazy, man. No, I mean, no, not really. I don't really trade futures, but I've been watching, man, just, kind of catching up.
Here's another 20% gainer. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, man. It's been crazy, man. Like, all this unconfirmed news, but I mean, the market probably is going to gap down tomorrow. Man, it's gonna be a shit show tomorrow for sure.
That's what we were talking about just a little bit earlier, man. We were talking about the potentials of a market just either opening gap down and then just trying to reverse to get that the drop, right? I'm talking about the drop into closing or covering that gap. And then continuing on to new lows, because if I'm not mistaken here, man, I think it's out of the question to create any new highs. There's no reason whatsoever in the markets to create any type of new high. What are you feeling? What are you charting out, brother? What are you looking at?
For sure. No, man, I totally agree, man. Again, like I said, this unconfirmed news. I mean, it has a lot of fear. We know the market does not, like uncertainty. I mean, we already know this. Yes, for sure. And there is some kind of confusion if you notice. Like they're trying to cover it up, saying like, no, it wasn't an attack. So it's gonna be like again a lot of uncertainty tomorrow. So if we do gap down, you might see that like you're saying, them that they're gonna try to like fill the gap down. But I mean, you can just take a look at SPY. We already broke 500s, right? Strong psychological level. Look at that daily, like terrible, the red day, like closing below the EMAs. I mean, it's clear that we're in a clear downtrend, right? I mean, like you're saying, there's no sense that we're gonna go for new highs, right? With all this this shit show going on already. So
I don't.
yeah, man,
I don't think so, brother. I don't think so. And you know what? Yeah, guys, I'm speaking to Alpha Trader here. Make sure to give him a follow whenever you can. Good dude. So, brother, I will say that if you are, and anyone else, right? I'm sure that you would warn your viewers to make sure to kind of keep safe in the markets and don't risk anything that you're not willing to lose. But we may actually have to give it a day as well to kind of let the markets ease off or figure out exactly what could happen. You know what? CoinFox was sharing some of that knowledge just a little bit earlier. Oh my goodness. Options just mentioned something interesting. He said tomorrow is OPEX 2. Oh, the major options expiries are tomorrow, team. And Senior Pennington coming out with another update saying Iran's nuclear facilities remain unharmed, state TV. So Israel is targeting the military base. Damn it, dude. Thank you for the updates, my brother. Thank you.
So it's going to bounce.
So it's to close the gap, right? But who knows what's going to happen in the next freaking 12 hours?
Right. Yeah, I mean, you got to consider. I mean, it's just Friday. I mean, anyways, right? I mean, again, a lot of people's gonna kind of like you said, they're gonna try to, close positions, right? I mean, there's OPEX. We don't have many news as far as I know. Like, there's no data, there's no Fed speakers. So, and again, you have this word, quote. Going on, I mean, and like you said, market needs to calm down, right? So people are just going to take money out of the table, right? And they're going to let the weekend come in, like settle down and then probably, come, with a new mindset and, clear things up for Monday, right? So definitely, careful out, like say for everybody, right? Tomorrow is not going to be the day to sizing heavy, just have fun, size down, protect the gains from the week, right? It's nothing, big to play out tomorrow anyways.
Completely agreed. When well said by Alpha Trader, right? You guys, I would agree with that. If you are willing to play the volatility in the markets, you have to play the play as a volatility play and not one of those enormously planned out plays. You're playing the ranges here. You're playing the breakouts and breakdowns on certain ranges, right? So
ARCa.
So say again, buddy. Go ahead.
Hey, I have an update for you. I have some close friends of mine that are still in the military that I served with that are pretty high up. And I just got done speaking with them. And all the attacks tonight, none of them were on any of the nuclear facilities. All of them were on areas that where no serious damage would be done. It was simply done, and they're going to be announcing this over the however they're going to talk to one another to show the Iranians that they could attack at will and they could take out anything that they wanted to, including all of their nuclear establishments and their air force. And that's the message that they're going to be sending with this attack. And if Iran is going to retaliate, Israel is going to take out all of their nuclear establishments and totally eliminate their air force and their ability to counterstrike.
Wow!
So
and
the strikes that were given tonight were very strategic. They were put into military places only. They weren't even put in areas where they did much destruction of any of their military. And they are simply to show them that they could strike at any given time, at any given place, and there's nothing that Iran could do about it.
And you know what else I heard is that Israel has the new F-35 fighter jets, and
yeah,
I think
they do.
Yeah, right. And I think Iran still has the older models from.
They have Soviet era.
Yeah,
MiGs.
dude. So
Yeah.
they could really be outgunned there. It seems like Iran is kind of like they're just running with their freaking like chickens without a head, bro.
It's literally comparing the Israeli army, the IDF,
26% gainer, guys. I'm out.
Iranian army. It's like comparing cavemen to us.
Oh,
their technologies are light years apart from one another.
Wow.
So it would be a huge mistake if Iran decides that they want to counterattack. It will have no more effect than the last one they did. But the retaliation from the Israelis is going to be devastating to that country. It will set them back 50 years.
Wow.
I don't stop them from responding back.
The thing that we have to worry about here, and this is what my friend said, is that the reason why the Israelis did not attack their oil fields is because right now China is totally dependent on Iranian oil. 90% of the oil that they get is received from Iran. So if they do destroy their oil fields, what's going to happen is you are going to have World War III. We are teetering right now. It's not about our markets. We are teetering on something that you won't be able to trade if this escalates to the next point. Because if the IDF takes out their oil capacities and they take out that Air Force, more than likely China and Russia are going to enter the war. And it's a whole different world out there. So if anything, I would be talking about praying that this doesn't escalate and that this was enough from what Israel did to basically tell Iran, sit down, shut the fuck up, and don't ever fucking do that shit again. Because that's what we, as the world, needs to have happen from this point forward.
I totally agree there. And then quick updates. Seems to be circulating news around. It says Iran issues nuclear warning to Israel. It's unconfirmed, but seems to be circulating on the news.
Whoa.
I don't know if anybody trades Robinhood. Like, you know, Robinhood offers 24-hour trading.
They suspended it.
They suspended right now, and I mean, I know, you know, how Robinhood is, but you know, the fact that they actually suspended, you know, it's a lot of fudge going on right there. But again, it's been circulating that unconfirmed, but it seems that, you know, they have that going on. You know how quick media is, but I don't know.
To circulate.
I mean, I hope it's not true. You know, I mean, the fact that if they are really, you know, trying to start talking about nuclear wars, I mean, it's not a good thing, man. You know, it's gonna drag everybody in. You know, it only takes one country to just launch one of those things, and it's gonna be a shit show. Everybody's gonna, you know, try to get into that, and you know, man, God protects us, man. If that really happens.
Whoa, man, that's getting real, like really fast.
That's the problem, man. You know, those guys, man. I mean, I don't really. I read a lot about them, and they are only. I mean, they've been in war for years. And they only care about like power, who has the, you know, like they're like, in other words, and they're just trying to be like, who has the biggest dick, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then that's really, it's pointless, man. You know, like you gotta think about like all these lives that are, you know, just civilians that have nothing to do with all this crap, and you know, it's dragging all the world. And then like you said, man, it's escalating really quick, man. The fact that we jump from missiles, and then now there's like news out there saying about nuclear warning, like, how did I jump in? You know?
Yeah.
So,
I doubt very seriously Iran has nuclear capability at this point. It is pretty common knowledge that they're working towards it,
right.
But nobody perceives that they have it as of yet. That's not really the threat that I think that we should worry about as a globe right now. The threat that we need to worry about is the nuclear powers that are out there that are very dependent on the oil that comes from Iran, and that's China and Russia. And that's what we're teetering on right now. Russia has ships in the area. They're on full alert. I'm sure that China is doing what they have to do right now. And it's not so much that I think China is a huge friend of Iran. It's that China is completely dependent upon Iran oil.
Yeah, this explains too. Oh, GG, I just got a word from a guy that the Deployment Readiness Brigade has been notified. That's a normal response, but there's obviously a bigger issue that the U.S. is, potentially.
We are literally closer to World War III. I'm a bit older than most everybody here, and I've been through war, and I know Options has too. We've never been in a situation like this. You know, our Iraqi wars and, the Afghanistan, those were freaking, that's playing tiddlywinks to what we're actually on the cusp of happening right here and right now. The next few days are going to be very serious. And we all have to remember that Iran is a country that is, I mean, they're back in the Stone Age with their philosophies on how they treat life and how they respect the Israelis and us Americans. They think that, they are going to be praised in heaven with 40 virgins by killing us. I mean, that's what we're facing right now. So they have nothing to lose in their eyes. They have everything to gain by destroying us. So, if I was y'all, I would be focused a hell of a lot more on what tomorrow brings and not what these markets are bringing us right now. And y'all know I love playing the markets, but this is some fucking serious shit.
Yeah, and you got to think to yourself, what possibly could happen to have everything return to semi-normal in the world? And I don't think there is an answer to that that is practical to happen. So if anything, it's just there's going to be more tension for sure.
This isn't anything like Russia attacking Ukraine.
Right.
That's a whole nother world that we weren't a part of. We only made ourselves a part of by giving them weapons. This 100% involves us.
Yeah, all the younger generation, they've been comparing the Ukraine to Russia. It's like, oh, this just happened. I'm like, no. This just did not happen. I'm sorry. This is a completely different situation and one that has a lot more at stake. What do you think, brother?
You got to remember that the two that are battling here, that are they, their religious beliefs are in direct conflict of one another for centuries, for thousands of years.
Wow.
Thousands of years they've hated one another. Not so much the Israeli hating the Muslims, but the Muslims hating the Israelis. It's not a push from Putin trying to take land and get oil fields. That's not what this is about. This is religious. This is what these people believe in. This is what they live for.
Oh my goodness, dude! I'm afraid as to what's going to happen here. Like, what's
We all should be afraid. Everybody here. That's what I'm saying to you. This is not, we all should be very afraid, more than we've ever been afraid in our whole life.
Wow, dude.
That's why you got to put your trust in God. You don't have the fear.
Man. It's just...
Yeah, I think it also, some of that, you should realize that this is beyond any of ours control individually. So you just kind of got to accept what's going to happen.
We're just here for the ride, apparently.
Let's just hope that Iran is enough in the 21st century mentally that they take the warning wisely and they do not react from this, and they get the message that Israel is sending to them, and they stop their frickin' baloney, and the United States steps up and puts sanctions on Iran and stops funding these militant, people that are actually attacking Israel from everywhere with the money that we're giving them. That's what this is all stemmed from. If y'all don't think this was caused by Obama and Biden, you don't know what the hell's going on, because your tax dollars have paid for every freaking bomb that has gone off between Iran and Israel. Every one of you that pays taxes, this is what you bought with your money on both sides. You funded this.
Aiden, that's another thing that I'm hearing from the younger generation. I'm hearing this from a lot of I'm saying this 19 to 25-year-old average. You guys are thinking that you're going to get drafted immediately, brother. No.
Talk about that. That's bullshit.
It's a little too far. It's a little too far out. I think you're safe for now, buddy. Besides, I'm going to claim you as my son. All right, so you're going to be good. He's part of the ARCa Bull show.
You could do what Biden did. You could say you got asthma.
You could?
Well, yeah.
You could. How do you?
You got a health issue.
Oh, there we go. And
yeah, that article that Pennington just put on there that shows that if Iran said they shot down all the quadcopters.
Here we go. This is the image that Senor Pennington just put up here. Iranian official. There's been no airstrike in. Okay, so we know that it's not nice.
And Israeli security officials where they were told in a readout.
So we're looking okay,
guys,
team.
when it was the Iraq War, there was a guy from Iraq. They called him Baghdad Bob, and he was screaming and yelling that Iraq was winning and Iraq was winning, and we're gonna kill everybody and this and that. And Baghdad Bob went down to be the biggest bullshit artist going.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, Iran was just sent a message, put your boys in check, the Houthis, the Schmoodies, and the Booties, and tell them to stop their bullshit, or we're going to come and get you even worse. But it could be like OGG.
The other night when all the Iron Dome did all of its missiles and everything, that was the most money ever spent on missiles like that. We spent 1.1 billion.
Wow.
And 90% of that was paid for by US dollars. And to replenish those missiles that is protecting Israeli, our dollars will also fund that again. And all the money that was spent on, putting Iran in a position to have hundreds of thousands. They only sent over 300. But they have hundreds of thousands of drones and missiles, not nuclear, but they explode. And every one of those was paid by our tax dollars as well.
What the hell?
Absolutely. The money that was released to the Iranians. I mean, we just paid $6 billion for 6 hostages to Iran.
Whoa.
That's what Biden negotiated.
How much was it?
Was 6? We bought 6 hostages.
Wasn't it
for
$6
billion?
Was it not 16 billion? No, right?
It might have been 16. I thought it was 6. I could be wrong.
Pennington is saying it could have been 6 billion. 16 billion.
It very well
it was 10 and then 6.
Wow.
And that doesn't include all the other money we spent. That's just the most recent thing that we've done. And we released sanctions and everything else. I mean, y'all need to pay attention to what these politicians are doing when they're sending this money to Ukraine and to Iran and to, Israel and everything else.
What about when we left Afghanistan? We left it with a whole goddamn Air Force. Airplanes and all sorts of shit.
All that equipment that was left in Afghanistan, all of it could have went to Ukraine.
Yeah.
And that would have been billions and billions of dollars that we didn't have to send Ukraine in equipment.
Why did we leave it?
We literally could have
BlackRock
shipped it over to Ukraine.
It cost too much to ship it back.
It costs too much to ship it back.
We ran out of here like a bunch of bitches. What are you talking about?
Now, what did Trump say about the helicopter? He said, why don't you just put half a tank of gas in it and fly it into Pakistan?
Wow.
It would have cost too much to ship everything back, and that's kind of what we normally do is just leave stuff.
Leave stuff. What?
Yep. A lot of MRAPs were left. A lot of Humvees with Frag 5 armor. A lot of everything.
Doesn't it cost more, to have it? Like,
no, surprisingly, that would have been a strategic nightmare.
That's what they say, but that is not reality. Some of the stuff, yes, it costs more than to bring it back. But when you're talking about helicopters and tanks, and maybe the Humvees, it's better just to leave them there. But all the technical equipment, planes, helicopters, even missiles and weapons and bombs and stuff, it does not cost more to bring them back than it does to actually manufacture them. That is complete horseshit.
So
Why would you leave that shit in their hands?
It sounds like they're being sold, and they left them because it cost too much.
Being used by
Of
people.
course they are. It makes us have to make more. So all these people that are, that are making the bombs and everything else, they're making all the fucking money now because they got to reproduce all that equipment. That's why it's left behind. That's why these politicians, because these guys are fucking feeding their pockets.
Wow.
The Lord Award guy, the guy Biden traded, he's the guy that the U.S. used to use to get rid of all that shit.
No way.
Yeah, the one he traded for Brittany Griner. What was his name?
Yep.
Talking about the boot guy.
Yeah.
Boot.
Yeah, him.
He was an arms dealer. He was a big-time arms dealer.
That was the U.S. front guy.
What the hell? Damn, dude, there's a lot of crap in the background that you really just don't hear
You
about.
should just say a prayer if you believe in God, and if you don't believe in God, just manifest something good comes out of this, and that Iran actually takes heed to what was said to them tonight.
John Alvarez
they only bombed military bases, and they didn't even do it strategically, trying to cripple their army.
Interesting.
They basically sent a message that we can take you out any freaking time we want.
So John Alvarez just said this is why the Pentagon has failed the last dozen audits. So trillions are missing.
The Pentagon's never passed an audit, ever.
Jeez. How's that for reality? Oh man,
I wouldn't disagree with that either.
I hear that, man.
Yeah, and your budget that you get for the defense, how that's divvied up. If there's any extra money left over, normally it gets spent and it never gets returned. I remember right before the end of the fiscal year, we had X amount of dollars left in that budget, and it was either use it or lose it. So everybody would go out and just buy useless, random shit.
That's the way every budget is.
Yeah, because if you don't spend it, they'll take it away from you.
And you don't get a lot of it next year either. Listen,
this is so the beating of the chest.
That's just the news. Sorry, buddy. Go ahead. One good trade. It's just a background TV.
No, I mean, the next time frame is for Eastern Standard Time is going to be about 1:30, 2 o'clock when London opens up. Then we'll get some movement. Until then, we're bouncing back up.
Consolidation, bounce up, right? A little bit of a resistance. We're going to find a resistance top somewhere.
We both looked at the same number. I said it was S3 on NQ.
17.3.
17.336 or whatever the fuck it is. Maybe we get to S2. I don't know, but I'm going to lay down until at 1:30 and then come back and try to trade that market, because on that open there should be some volatility.
I agree. And you know what? Me and CoinFox were observing that just now. It felt like it just kind of stalled out. The NQ is at 17,003 right now, but it's not really following through to the SMA 50 on your 5-minute time frame. That's a 17,364. It's consolidating. It's just chilling there. Not actually. So yeah, I think you're right, brother. I think we probably just should risk off and wait for the volatility to enter again.
I don't know. Listen, we just had a V recovery with a neckline break, so it could take you up to S2. But my target was S3 because it was the closest one, and then I'm just starting to think volume's starting to come off. And if you go back to what you were just doing. Intraday volume was much bigger than this session right now, because the only thing that's really open is Japan, right? So London opens up, we'll get more volatility because there's more of the U.S. market that trades in London than in Japan, because that's just the way shit works. Other than that, people keep your eye on crypto. I mean, that's your market. I don't follow that shit, but
that Bitcoin made a 4,000 point move. And man, you're talking about high volume of liquidations here, margin, all kinds of leverage.
Oh yeah,
just huge volatility, brother. And
we're talking about a black swan event. You
Yeah.
have the happening tomorrow. That's tomorrow into Saturday is the happening.
Yeah.
And you have a fucking war going on. I think fucking crypto is the happening. I think 6,000 goes to 60,000 goes to 30,000.
Ooh, that'd be
He said it's getting cut in half.
dude, man, that'd be amazing. I tell you the truth. You know what? That's historically speaking, whenever the halving happens, the low is printed on that day.
Is it really?
Yeah. So it's interesting that we're getting this drop into tomorrow. So we may get a one of those springs, those and I don't really follow Wyckoff theory, nothing like that, right? But it looks like a terminal shakeout, one of those spring events.
Listen, all I'm saying is tomorrow morning I'm going to tell you the same thing I was talking about before in the other room. Is as a market maker, on the open, there should not be a fucking bid made by a market maker. Not to cover, not for anything. So what will happen is margin calls will happen, sweeps will happen to the downside, and then maybe by 9:45, 10 o'clock, you should have a bottom.
Wow.
Unless you should have a solid bottom. Unless when London opens up, they realize all this is we were able to reach in sanctions with the 1 or 2 rockets that we placed. We could touch you anywhere, and it's not really a fucking war. It's just, I'm telling you, I told you so.
Yeah, somebody had said that earlier.
Exactly what he just said is exactly what I was told.
And
okay.
OG, tell him what you did, brother, so he knows.
Well, I was ex-military, and I still have friends that are in there that are very high up.
He was a PJ.
Okay.
And
I
also,
respect you for it. Thank you.
And options in here also. These guys are retired military. Options was also similar, right? What was your title again, buddy?
I was a paratrooper. Used to jump from planes.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you, boys. And not the only ones. We got a bunch of military in here, my brother. So we really appreciate your knowledge. One good trade coming from a market maker himself, guys.
I'm just telling you, from being on the street for a while, the first thing that should happen is they just step away. Let the fucking sellers sell. Let the margin calls come. Let the market fall, and then come in and clean it up.
Damn.
Sounds good to me.
Same here, man. We'll ride that volatility. If we're gonna get that bounce, let's
look for the bounce. 10 minutes in.
10 minutes in. Let's go. Oh, right. You were talking about Eastern time. That's right. Sorry. I'm Pacific, so I often, miss it a little bit. Thank you. One good trade for that incredible information, my brother.
Well, listen, you and everybody else in here should know you follow the futures, see what's going on.
Oh, yeah.
But we dropped 3% in on the Japan session, right? See if we can recover something.
Yeah, that was somebody had said that, or just a little bit earlier. That index had dropped about 3%, and we were like, "Whoa!"
Yeah. So the next session opening is London, and that's at 2:00 Eastern Standard Time. So I'm gonna go take a nap for a little while, and I'll be up for that one.
Thank you, brother. Thank you so much.
I'll run that through.
Yeah.
Listen, have a great one, gentlemen. Take care.
Thanks, you too, brother.
For updating us.
Rest well.
Bye-bye.
So, guys, that is actually one good trade. That is CoinFox's mentor, and CoinFox here is he's trading with us every day in the ARCa Bulls trading team. One good trade tends to come in here and there, and he shares his knowledge. So you just heard a market maker speak on what could happen for the following day, and that's guys. That's the kind of information that you're getting here in the ARCa Bulls trading team. Remember, I told you that I was going to come on live here. I was going to start trading like I would every single morning in the ARCa Bulls trading team. That's what I'm doing here. I'm just the scalping. If volatility died now, so it's risk off at this point, right? But I wasn't planning on coming on live on YouTube. I was just planning on coming on live to the trading team, and I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and show them how we speak the language during the trade. So it was nice. It was nice. And then having one good trade up in here, just like it happens live. in the team, right? So please, guys, remember this is a really special team, and I am very lucky to be a part of it with them, right? So remember, I'm going to go ahead and share that link with you right in the chat. So go ahead and hit that. Sorry about that. That's the YouTube video link for the news, right? So here is the link for the Discord. Go ahead and subscribe with that link as soon as you are able. And please remember, team, that we are offering still the ARCa Bulls mentorship program. So reach out to me for we're going to do the beginners mentorship program first, right? So that's going to be the ArcMastersCourse at gmail.com. Go ahead and reach out to me. I'll go ahead and send you all the pertinent information. It's going to be the syllabus, right? The disclaimer, and then all that good stuff, right? So here's the email for that team. Reach out to me, and we'll get you going. And this is going to be good because the beginners can actually start that 4 to 5 week condensed version of trading the markets. And then that's gonna segue into the strategies mentorship that I just offered to all of my existing master students. Guys, we've had 160 master students thus far. Huge times here for the team. So please consider hitting me at the ArcMastersCourse at gmail.com email, and we'll get this thing rolling. But yeah, it looks like volatility kind of died off in the markets now. And you know what? I'm not even looking at BTC, but I will say that I am completely risk off at the moment, right? And this is actually Solana making its little run to the downside, recovering a 50% from that decline on the 8-hour time frame. On the 8-hour time frame, you got a 128.58 valuation here, and it bounced all the way back up to $134, $135. Guys, this is huge. This is big time. You're talking about 142 to 128 on a $140 asset. That's big moves here. And just like One Good Trade said, yeah, this is absolutely a black swan. These types of things are not usual. And if you are part of the team, this is what we look for. We look for the volatility runs, right? The opportunities to find short, to find long, to find just to find the gain, right, team? So really love that we had a nice team here today. So please, consider hitting that like button, right? Subscribe to the channel. Do everything that is do everything that is necessary to get this thing to thrive. So here's that little. Oh yeah. So what's up, Coin? How you doing, buddy? Are you risk off? Is everyone risk off right now? More importantly.
Yeah, I'm flat.
Okay, good. Guys, we are all cash right now. No one is risk on. So I think that's the best thing to kind of look at right now. That is the best thing. So OGG, I know you and I trade the ticker symbol FET, the AI ticker, a lot. And take a look at that drop, right? We're looking at this drop from 204 all the way down to 185. Oh man, talk about huge price action right now, bro. Big time drops. So YouTube, please let me know if I'm there. It looks like I got disconnected here for just a slight bit. Please let me know that I'm still in the chat with you, and we can go ahead and continue here. Joe H is risk on. Thank you, Ian. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, brother.
I'm out, guys. I'm going to go to bed, man. I'll see y'all on the trading floor in the morning.
Let's catch it, man.
Tonight, though, man.
Yep. Completely agreed.
That's something good.
Take care.
And
Later, bro.
OG, thank you for sharing the information with your friends in the military, giving us that very nice update. We had a lot of good updates, including you and options and One Good Trade today, brother. That was very nice.
Let's just hope that Iran listens to what Israel's trying to tell them.
Yeah, like, hey, we could get you anywhere type of thing, right?
Anytime, anywhere. So, yeah,
wow,
that's pretty much reality. But Iran's not the one we have to worry about. It's China and Russia is what we have to worry about.
Understood. Thank you for the kind info, OGG, and we'll absolutely catch you in the ARCa Bulls trading floor. You know me, man.
Everybody have a good night.
Take care, brother.
Bye.
Thanks, Gorilla. See you
later,
bro. Yep. See y'all. See you options. You crusty old fuck.
Easy, man.
Oh my goodness.
Guys, actually, I want to take off too because I got to get some sleep, man. The last 2 nights have been just terrible.
Let's do it, guys. Let's do it. I think that's
you know we were up all night last night, James.
Yeah. Yep. Dude, we'll do it again if we have to, buddy. good stuff happening with us, buddy.
All right, I'll see you guys in the morning.
We'll talk. So, guys, let's go ahead and I'm not gonna leave you.
Catch you guys in the
See
morning.
you, Coin. Be safe, brother. So I'm not gonna leave FNGR and GTII out of the picture here, guys. If you're still around, if you're sticking around here, I can go ahead and give you a quick update here because there are some critical supports that we can look at in case the market does continue to the downside right at the open. But remember, one good trade, the market maker that we just had speak here, he was speaking about a specific time frame, 10-15 minutes into the market open. So intraday, 10-15 minutes in, we're looking at a potential floor. Don't take it as financial advice, right? Don't take it as anything else, right? We're just getting the strategic talk from someone who's very knowledgeable and who was a market maker and directly comes from the pit, right? So if that's really the case, if that's the advantage that we're getting here together, Aiden, love you, buddy, and I'll text you back. So if that's really the type of person that's coming in to give us that edge, guys, we just got information here that freaking half the world didn't get. That's amazing stuff. So if we are going to look at a bottom side, that means that GTII may actually gap down at open. Okay, so if it does gap down at open, where can that be? Let me pull up the daily time frame here, and I'll just go ahead and give us a quick little update, right? So I want to know where price action is in relevant to the shorter time frame. Wow. Okay. So let's see. I'm sorry. I doubt very highly that we can reach that 1509 level, but I will say that it is one of the levels that I was observing about 2 weeks ago. And if that is the case, then we may be experiencing a drop to that 1509 and a bounce directly from there. Okay, the resistance on the upside, of course, 1824 to again what? That's going to be your actually, you know what? I think it would be the 1940 to about 2012. Okay, so yeah, I think if we do get a capitulation candle down to that 1580, 1506 level, expect resistance to come back up at 1796 all the way up to 2011, 2012. Okay, so that's a little bit of that update here with that FNGR ticker, GTII ticker. Let's look at FNGR for you real quick as well, in case you have been hanging out here and you just wanted to know what the updates on that ticker was, right? So let's see here. The daily time frame closing at $3.21. 12-hour time frame. We have a little bit of a decline, of course, into that 316 level. So if we are going to gap down here, let's take into account what happened in some of the some of the tickers that we experienced, right? Is there any confluence between let's say the 12-hour time frame it's showing us that it had a range of about, let's see, 503 on Meta to around 499. Okay, let's look at the SPY here, 12-hour time frame, and see how that moved. And we're going to determine how FNGR may move based off of that. Okay, so the 12-hour time frame on this, yeah, it had a, let's see, 498. We were currently at 516, right? And we were still expecting a bottom side of around 497.73, close to that 498. So that's I feel like we may reach down to that 497 level. But FNGR, speaking about FNGR here, we have a little bit of a gap that I think we may be able to use as reference for a downside here. As I don't think this is available in the 24-hour markets at all, right? I don't think we'd be able to see that price action. So one area to keep in mind here, right? That's going to be this level right down here, $3 to 304. And then we may be able to see a bottom side of this wick here. It gives you a lot of information, right in there. So you may be able to see even a 290 to 294 bottom. And what that could do here is that it can actually give us a little bit of a double bottom bullish formation, right? So price action would essentially come down, decline right into this area here, and then recover. And that could happen like a one good trade. The market maker just said, right? It could happen within the first 10 or 15 minutes of the market, the traditional trading hours. Okay, so do we have any confluence down here, though, that target the inflection point? First of all, yeah, there is a gap here. This is a 12-hour time frame, so it is a larger time frame. We can consider a good hit rate within this time frame. Okay, so this is your bottom side, 286 to 280. Right? So if we do get that bounce from that area there, and we experience this right up, right up, right up, right up, we have to see if the data cells, if anything in mathematics, align with this bottom side. We'll also do a fib retracement, right? Options. I love you, buddy. Please be safe. Let's see. I'll still go about my day. I have more things to worry about. Joe H. Yeah, you do, brother. And you also should reach out to me, dude. So as soon as you send me an email, brother, I'll go ahead and pass you over my cell. And we could always talk. We could always text, buddy. I'm here for you. Okay. So guys, here's that potential, right? We're gonna get that ripper to the upside. Let's see how that can happen, though, right? So we have let's see. We're talking about a bottom side of 286 to 280. Do we have anything there mathematical? Well, we do. Check this out. That's going to be your VWAP lower band of the second standard deviation multiplier. That's taking you to 282 perfectly. So that's right in here, almost at the 50% of our discretionary zone, right? I love it. So that usually when you're talking about VWAP, your volume weighted average price, you tend to get 2 standard deviations up like this, right? You get 2 standard deviations down, and you have your center as the VWAP line, right? So this is going to be your VWAP center, and price action typically tends to deviate within those areas, right? It tends to do this. So this is why I have that in deep consideration right now within the mathematical equations here that are being generated by the ARCa Bulls trading data cells indicator, right? So this is what's giving us just on average. That bottom side of 282 could be a macro support for us to consider for FNGR's bounce. So that if it does have that confluence, guys, I'm not saying that it's going to go there. I'm just telling you that if we are experiencing this kind of pressure in the markets, right? It's almost dead ass. It's a black swan event, right? So we may be able to get that bottom side of the price action down in here. You know the other levels too, though. Okay, so that's going to be your 290 to 294, and guess what? That is your 12-hour time frame daily average. I'm sorry, your average true range low right down here. Your current average true range low, meaning 12 hours, 296. And we're looking at it right here, 290 to 294 with our bare eyes, right? So we're just looking at it by discretion. So this is also confluent mathematically. Now, what about this target here of $3 to 304? Do we have something near there? Well, we definitely do, right? And that's also, again, we just talked about it. It's your current ATR low at 296, so that is also rhyming pretty nicely within that. Okay, guys, so what I want to do is be able to provide you a good amount of information and, more importantly, actionable information within the targets that we're observing here in order for us to trade the markets a little safer. So if you do experience an immediate sell-off on your ticker, please, maybe, I would be fearful, of course, I would be, right? But you may be able to experience a bounce, and then you may be able to look at some resistance levels. If you bounce from this area here, 286 to 280, look at this area for resistance, $3 and 304, before it makes a new low. Then we have our upper bounds. So I'm still looking at a potential bounce into the 308, maybe back into the areas of about 312. Reclaiming that 312, we are in that chop box again. The chop box targets are 345. Ian, I love you, buddy. Are you out? Oh, sorry, it was options. Yeah. So it was the top bound here, the chop box, this area here is important, right? We would reclaim the inside of 345 to the lower end of about 312. Okay, so heads up in the markets here, because we may be able to experience something like this. Okay, I'm not gonna say that was the final word here. Okay, team, I'm just telling you that there is pressures in the market that are beyond our control, and we just have to be prepared in case price action continues. Now, what if it fails, though, right? If it fails this area of 280 to 286, we got to be very careful here, because we're going to notice this zone here. Notice the closing of this candle and the opening of this one right in here. That little space tells us that there could be a little bit of continuation. And now that I'm looking at it, you have a price imbalance right in here. I'm going to mark that off not as a warning that we're going there. I'm going to mark that area off as a target that would happen in the event where we fail this inflection point. Okay, the inflection point, once again, just so you can mark it on your notes, 280 to 286, breaking this and validating, maybe even an hourly candle would probably do it, right? Best looked at if it was a 4-hour candle closure beneath this area here. If that does happen, then we may be able to experience a slide down to the areas of about 232 to 242, where you can see that there is an imbalance in price. Now that imbalance has a few ranges, right? First of all, here you got this wick top, you got this wick bottom, the candle in between. There is another one here too, right? Right in here, wick top, wick bottom, and marks off that entire gap. Okay, so it just to kind of give you an observation as to how to identify fair value gaps, or how to identify those price imbalances, right? So they often work. They often work for support. So those are your levels here, team. Please remember to manage your risk as best as you can, and then we'll observe the rest. Okay, but tomorrow, if you are planning on trading, please try to maintain either cash or maybe just trade a very small amount before actually entering risk, and you're gonna get knifed up tomorrow, right? That it's very true. Now, Cyber Sultan is asking for ticker symbol TSLA. So let's go ahead and take a look at Tesla here and see what's up. So this is going to be your 12-hour time frame close, and it looks like we closed at a new low, and that is 148. Now, please remember that we were talking about Tesla's targets on Wednesday. These were my bottom side targets for you. I was talking about a 151.66 to 147.19 with a focus at 149.49. And take a look at the price action here. We went down right into that target of the red area, and we recovered here. And then we opened the next candle and continued close to the next area of take profit. Right, so you're looking at 147.19 as the next low here. But remember, we're still experiencing here a daily time frame ATR of $7.48. This can absolutely move. Ian saying Netflix got absolutely murdered. If you were here in last night's if you were here in last night's thread of the market prep, Ian, I was talking about the biggest iteration, second biggest iteration historically throughout the entire trading history of Netflix on the buy daily chart, that we had critical contraction, big, one of the biggest contraction phases that we had on the buy daily, with a downside pivot on that stochastic momentum indicator. We were already observing a potential big time move from yesterday. So we were already getting that hint. More of the things that you'll learn in the Strategies Mentorship program. Go ahead and get in touch with me as soon as you can. So Tesla here, it looks like we nailed our targets with the 95th percentile, 98th percentile. Great. I love it. So if we're gonna continue here, let's see what we can do about getting some bottom side targets. So if we open up the market here at around 147, so that means that your bottom sides could be around, declining 750, right? So I guess maybe the pre-market would be considered into this too. So 149, I think if I can look at historical price, let's see here. All right, in a discretionary fashion, I can see a 141. Hold on. This is that back test, so I'm going to make sure to keep it light here. You know what? Let me just add a new iteration here. And I'm going to take a look at Tesla from a different chart, because that's a buy daily back test, and I don't want to kind of scribble in that too much. 148.01 is where Tesla is presently, right? So let me kind of bring this up a little larger, and then I'm going to get the buy daily time frame in there. 148.01 is where we are. Okay. Yeah, down here. That's going to be your 146.51, and there is a little bit of a range to consider right there. Okay. So I'm not saying that this is. I can't tell where it's at though in the 24 hours. Pokey Bros, why are stocks taking a beating in the 24-hour market? Because of the retaliation from Israel to Iran. So they put out they retaliated today. It put out a lot of tension in the overseas, and we feel it because we're Israel is an ally, So this it's getting real, brother. It's getting real out there. So it's not only it's at 145 right now. Oh, dude. Wow. Well, take a look at that. Sebastian Lim just validating the support level that we were just talking about, right? So we were looking at a potential 146.59 to 144.45 with a focus at where? 149.50, 145.56. What exactly is the sense on that? What's the how many cents is it? 145.56? That would be the focus zone. Let's see. Cyberstone saying half 5 runners for Tesla 140 puts expiring 426. 146.25. Nice. Very cool. 145.25, sorry. It got to 142 earlier. Okay, so let's mark off that 142. Let's see what it is. 142. Okay, plotting it. It's not too random, but it feels like on a buy daily it may be too much. So let me see this using. Yeah, let me use here a different. What is the 142? Okay, let me just kind of plot it out here, and then we're gonna know a lot more information. Okay, so that would be this pivot point here. Oh yeah. That's good. Sure. There's a lot of price action rejecting. Here's a support area right in here, right? You have a resistance at this point, opening basis of that candle there right now, but we're looking at this one here. So resistance here. Another one, support bottom. Everything is kind of hovering within this line here, right? There's a lot of grab and there's a lot of push and pull within this here. So yeah, if we did get down to that 142, I completely understand why. The bounce to the upside, though, that would be a validation of resistance in two areas. 152.06. Yeah, heads up with this target here, because if it does bounce back, we could experience heavy resistance right in here. 155.28 to 151.95. But again, we may actually gap down immediately, and take a look at that support there, what that we're drawing out. Look at that, bam, very nice. Yeah, I do think that there could be some recovery targets set up to here, right? So heads up on the targets, back up to 151.95 to 155.28. Of course, we got to keep in mind the bottom of the inflection range here on the 8-hour time frame too. So we'll draw that in just in case. That's going to be your 160.56 to about 162.34. Okay, team. So Cybersoul and those things are going to print. They are going to print. I'm not sure that we're going to go in the money for the 140s, but you're going to be pretty close to at the money, which is right where things start getting really priced well. So yeah, team. In my opinion, I'm not the biggest bull on Tesla right now. I mean, great company, right? Great person, but I do think that over time, maybe within the next couple months, maybe May, July, Tesla may reach down to the $100 level, like or close to $100. And if that's the case, man, I'm going to try to load up some of it, right? Because Tesla is not just an EV company. It's Neuralink, it's SpaceX, it's the electric cars, it's everything, man. It's got a bunch of stuff. So yeah. But Seb, heads up on this play. You know how Tesla tends to behave, right? It tends to behave counter to the market's trend, right? Like today, it was only the really magnified upside or downside moves that Tesla made in response to Meta or Nvidia. So if that's the case, keep those charts up and make sure to observe the price action from the chips. In combination with the to try to correlate it against the Tesla asset. All right. So that's currently what I'm observing here for the broader markets. So US One Tahoe, my brother, good to see you there, saying good evening, my mentors. Since I have been dealing with the medical issues here at home for my wife and myself, I have been practicing my charting on XRP since it trades 24/7 for the third time this week. The charts have been amazing to see it all come together. Target was 46.93 to 46.71. Actually hit 46.67. Thank you, ARCa and the team, for this great Discord. I am 100% excited to see your chart right now, sir. So this is great. Oh man, it's looking like you're using some of the formation analysis and also the practices that we're putting in strategies within the mentorship program, and you're nailing your targets, man. Good job, brother. Good job. That's a healthy chart. I love it. Congratulations to you, my brother. And here's to more, right? More and more and more charts getting realized. So Sebastian's saying that he is heavily on 149 puts. Dude, you are going to be in the money with Gamma at the open, possibly. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to try to get there as early as I can into the ARCa Bulls trading floor, and we'll go ahead and get this thing. We'll get it looked at, right? And then we'll try to make a conscious decision over what could happen. All right. So, Sergio Ramirez, good evening to you, my brother. Good to see you here. Now, Sergio, where are you located, brother? Are you in the States? Are you in the United States, or are you in California? Better said. And let's see, Ian Tucker, I see you in there, my brother. Joe H, are you still in here, dude? I want to know that you're still present. I want to know that you're still alive. And I want to know that you're still with me, more importantly than anything, right? So, yeah, guys, please go ahead and consider hitting that like button, subscribe to the channel, do all that stuff necessary to get it to thrive, right? And so that's going to do it for Tesla there, team. So just remember, we have a lot of risk in the markets tomorrow. If you're going to trade it, just make sure to be, trading that very small amount, or else we're going to get knifed up like crazy, right? So let's see. We're going to take a look at now BTC on that 4-hour time frame. It is certainly recovering, right? We were looking at this thing bouncing from that 61,688 up to 62,116, and now it actually made that break. I was talking about these targets up here just a little bit ago, right? Okay, Joe, good to see you, brother. Good to see you. I was speaking about Bitcoin rising up to that 62,005 even, right? Right in here. One of the targets already met. I'm not sure if this is just going to get the overall short at this point, but I would see why. It does have a point of inflection right up here. And unless we convert that into support, then we're going to still maintain the downside. Sergio Ramirez saying that he's in Mexico City. That's awesome, brother. I'm asking for you. I'm asking because I have a friend that also has that name, Sergio Ramirez, and he's a drummer. Pero gusto de conocerte, mi amigo. Thanks for coming by, my bro. Ya sabes. But I love it, buddy. Thank you. And okay, so now, guys, if we're considering positions here with BTC, I don't know that it would be the safest time to trade these tickers right now because of the consolidation. If there is going to be consolidation, you may get trapped. Okay, so I don't want that to happen to you, although we did get a massive upside here even still. Okay, so just heads up, right? Because this could be a little bit of a bull flag. It doesn't mean that we're going to get immediate short here. It just means that it's a little bit of a bull flag, okay? And we don't want to get all messed up and topsy-turvy here, all right, team? But I think this is a pretty good place to leave off right here, right, team? So I encourage you to join the ARCa Bulls trading team. Hit that link in the description below or right here in the chat, and we can always observe the markets together and trade it together, okay? And also remember, join the mentorship program. We're going to get this thing rolling for the beginners one more time, and we're going to get them to come up with us. Now, guys, I had already decided with the team that I wasn't going to do the beginners one. I'm going to try to condense it, okay? I'm going to do a 4 to 5 week program on this so that I don't have to do the entire thing, and we'll go straight into the strategies mentorship. Okay, so ArcMastersCourse@gmail.com. Send me the email, and we'll get you situated. All right, you guys. But yeah, let's go ahead and have a good night. Let's make sure to rest well and get enough sleep here so that we can trade the markets in a healthy manner tomorrow. Although I'm going to encourage you to maybe remain cash because there may be some knifing up of our positions tomorrow if we decide to open risk. All right, team. But yeah, let's go ahead and say goodbye here, and I'll catch you in the morning. All right, team. Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. Never, ever, never, ever. I need you to do your own due diligence and everything will be cool. But with that said, team, I wish you well. A very good rest of your night or day, and I'll catch you at the Bell Mañana. Adios.